Welcome everybody to another episode of Me, Myself, and I'm Joey G, Bad Bussy on IG, all that lovely stuff. I'm joined by a legend and a princess, the princess of Brooklyn, matter of fact, and just somebody who's really fucking funny, always a great time. And every time I see them out and performing, I'm just like, I just want to fucking chat with them or get a drink with them. And here we are now with Magenta.
Wait, I love this intro.
I know, I kind of ate that. I'm like, wait, I didn't mean to eat a little bit.
I was like, I knew I was the princess of Brooklyn, but I was
She's
like,
well researched a bit. No, usually my intros, I'm looking back and I'm just like, my God, this is so ugly. But no, like that kind of ate a little bit.
That really tore it. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Hi.
Welcome.
How am I?
Yes. How are you, girl?
I'm amazing. Honestly, I'm amazing. I did lose my award, but I am amazing.
Yeah, so the time we're filming this, the Glam Awards were what, last night, 2 nights ago?
2 nights ago.
Something like that?
Yeah, Monday.
Okay, and for those that don't know, the Glam Awards are a award show basically that awards nightlife talent and such. So like photographers, DJs, drag entertainers, all that, designers, everything. What category were you nominated for?
I was nominated for well, you know what? I won and lost somehow because I was nominated for Scene Queen, like under my name. But her won for best bar party.
Yeah.
Closer. Her won for best bar party. And I was like, you know what? That's pretty good for me. I'm my monthly little fun party was pretty cool.
Yeah, because you performed there and like you also like put together the event as well, right?
Well, I don't really like work on like all the behind the scenes stuff, but I mean, even just being a performer is kind of behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I still do have to kind of like think about what I'm doing, make sure everything is nice, and still kill it for the girls.
Exactly. You're a part of the show. It's like when like Drag Race will win just like best series, It's like that season, those girls get their Emmys.
Yeah,
because
every girl is like Emmy nominated. I'm like, gosh.
Every first went home, but
Emmy winner.
Still Emmy winner. All of that. Well, I guess congratulations on your win, but also like on your not win. I mean, I didn't even get nominated for best podcast, but like 2023 or whatever year, I'm fucking bad at math. 2024, whichever.
Yeah, I guess it would be 2024.
I'll see y'all next year.
I'm gonna spend the rest of this year getting my award next year, baby.
Literally.
Like, girl, I'm not gonna lose and just not go back.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be bribing people with like Girl Scout cookies, cough drops that taste really good and everything. I'm gonna be going back home on the corner outside like the grocery store, just like, hi, you don't know what the fuck a Glam Awards is, but here, please
start putting like papers on like poles.
All of it, QR codes and everything. Everything. I'm just like, you're gonna get something free and they actually don't. Just like bribe like old women, very much like Jen Shaw. Just like take advantage of old people.
Oh my God,
like,
not Jen Shaw.
Yeah, vote for this.
I'm a Jen Shaw.
Really? Define that.
I don't know. I just know my name is Magenta. And I said Magenta Shaw before and it made me laugh really hard.
Ooh, that's a serve. Are you watching Solik?
No.
Yeah, I like pop in. Like I watched like Atlanta and in New York, like when they were in like their prime time and I was like in the closet and needed some type of gay catharsis or whatever. But I just like pop in and it's fucking wild. Like those Mormons are insane.
I feel like the gays are gonna hate me for this, but like I'm not a Real Housewives girl.
Me either. Literally only back in the day, but I don't like keep up.
I'm like, I do love a little bit of like New York because duh. And then like Beverly Hills because like duh. But then other than that, I'm like, and Atlanta. Atlanta's the best.
Atlanta always.
Atlanta is the best. Nene Leakes can
legend. And she's not even on there anymore. So
see, I wouldn't know that.
See, I only know that from like work, and I guess like I'm in the know of these things for some fucking reason. But like, yeah, my thing is like I'm not big on watching people do other things.
Yeah.
Like Keeping Up now, I don't really watch Keeping Up anymore because it's like everyone's just kind of like doing mundane things. If that's the case, I'd rather watch this shit on like YouTube or like some fucking like
like a clip. I'm like, I don't want to see you eating your breakfast or you in your car. And I'm like, and that's why I'm like, if I didn't want to do that with the Real Housewives, I was definitely not doing it with the Real Friends.
Real Friends of WeHo. Let's fucking talk about that. How do you feel about the Real Friends of WeHo?
Okay, so here's my thing. You pick like I feel like it's annoying. Sorry, I'm like I feel like it's annoying because it's like there's already enough of that, I think, when you with like Instagram and like YouTube, and I'm like, it seems like one of those. It seems like a blogger thing. It doesn't feel like a show.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, it's literally like you get two black guys with all of these white people, and all of a sudden, like, that's all it's supposed to be. I was like, girl, I do not want to see. I'm like, Brad Goreski is from Canada, isn't he? Like,
I think so.
What is he doing in WeHo? Like,
yeah, and my thing is that I'm like, you guys are in WeHo. Like, that's a lot of people. Like, go to Mickey's. Like, go see some of the talent that's at Mickey's.
I want to see
and,
a
like,
drag queen on the show.
Willem was allegedly going to be on it.
Oh,
from like what I hear on like Race Chaser and shit like that. That's why I've heard like
was she supposed to be like a cast member?
Apparently, like she's hinted at such. That would be everything.
Imagine how hateful RuPaul would have been to that. The only disqualified girl on the show gets the show right after
Drag Race that everyone's
so
tuning
mad.
into. What a fucking mess. But yeah, I'm like, I see where they were going with this, but like the vision wasn't executed as clear.
Also, why couldn't it have been like house husbands? I'm like, get some gay husbands.
That would be really
Where
cute.
are the husbands of the gay people that are actually doing things? I want to see that show.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
I want to see like Sugar Baby Central. Something like that. Like bring a whole bunch of like rich old men and it's about their fucking sugar babies.
That's a good show.
Like that would be hot.
But that's something that would have been like, what's the channel that has like Hot House and like all of that?
Yeah.
That's the type of
Very much
channel
that
gives,
type
or
of
like
program.
Zeus even.
Exactly.
I would love a Zeus Sugar Baby show, actually, now that I'm thinking.
That would be really
that sounds so
weird.
crazy.
Wouldn't it?
Like a
that-
cabaret.
Yes. Sugar Baby's Cabaret. Wait.
Sugar Baby
And then
Cabaret.
for some reason, Jocelyn's on it. I don't know why, but just Jocelyn.
And
makes
Rolling
an
Ray.
appearance. Rolling Ray is the sugar baby. Or no, he's the sugar daddy, if anything. Rolling Ray is the one who's rolling in money at the moment.
Bro, not rolling in money.
I mean that with all the love.
I mean, kinda. I've been obsessed with do you know the YouTube channel Obsessed Tea?
Yes.
They make all the compilations of like
Yep.
dumbass shit. There was one with Bobby Lights and Rolling Ray meeting up again.
Yes.
And when I tell you, I have watched that video so many times. I get sad and I'm like, let me put this on. I need to watch this.
No, exactly. I'm like, what element of chaos can I bring into my life again to
That-
feel something?
Rolling Ray rolling into Unholy.
Rolling.
I just came back from the dead.
It was Rolling Ray. I think was on an episode of Catfish. I think back in
Yeah.
the day.
When they threw the water at him.
Yes.
Iconic, very iconic.
And it's like him, Charlemagne, and I'm like, what is going on in this like clusterfuck of people together? But it was everything. Rolling Ray needs to be on everything. I want to show with like Rolling Ray, New York, the fucking, what are they called? The
Claremont Twins.
Them two. I was thinking about two other twins. The slag ladies. What are they called?
Oh,
the Cock
the Cock
Destroyers.
Destroyers.
Yeah. Did you watch Slag Wars?
I did watch Slag Wars.
You did. You're the only person I've ever talked to on this earth that's watched that. I
Are you
talk
really
to all my
serious?
friends and they think I'm on crack, which I am.
They would. No, I remember seeing that and thinking it was so cute. And then the next season wasn't even them. That was with Ha House.
Yeah.
With Tiffany Pollard and Cupcake. That was cute.
So good.
So weird.
It
So
was
crazy.
So fucking random. Like I remember that was like my quarantine watch. Like everyone was fucking watching like Great British Bake Off and baking banana bread. And I was like, no, I'm watching these fucking like Eastern European ladies like juggle their tits in front of the screen
like,
for an
and
hour.
I feel like that's why we were in the same place because I feel like I was like, I'd rather watch something that's niche than watch something that everybody's watching. So I'm like, fuck, I did not watch the Tiger Kings. I did not watch all of the like all the things people wanted to see. I was like,
yeah, I watched a few episodes of Tiger King and I was like, okay, point understood. This is boring.
Yeah.
Don't need this. I need some more type
I'm like,
of
did she
chaos.
kill him though? I'm like, did she kill him? Can y'all tell me that on the show? No, I don't want to watch.
I wonder where that lady is. What's her face? Carol? I haven't heard that
She
name
did
in a
Dancing with
minute.
the Stars.
She did?
Yes.
Where the fuck have I
think it was
been?
the last season she was on Dancing with the Stars with like Teresa Giudice and like Vinny and like yes.
I
girl.
hate reality TV, but I love it. I love like trash reality TV.
Literally
like
trash
that.
reality
Like
TV.
we need like people that are in like their flop era to go on to a fucking dancing show to save their career because that's gonna be me and I fucking love it.
You know what show I can't like ever turn off for some reason that it's like The Masked Singer.
Really?
Yeah. I'm always like, I see it turn on and I'm like, take this shit off. And then there I am an hour later, like, who the fuck is taking the mask off now? It's so crazy to me. It's so crazy how you get dragged into
you
that show.
enjoy it.
I think that I don't, but then by the end of it,
It
I
pulls
can't
you
lie
in.
that
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy it.
It's like it in the sewer with like the little like balloon.
Yeah,
and you
and
just
then,
take the balloon.
then all of a sudden you watch a whole season. And it's like, I feel like I don't really watch TV during the weekend. So like from Thursday to Sunday, I'm working.
Got you, yeah.
And so I like listen to music while I'm getting ready.
Yeah.
I won't like stay watching TV. But like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm watching TV because I'm home.
Yeah.
And so like TV will come on and I'm like, oh shit, the Channel 5 plays shows. Like, that's what
it's
really
always
gets.
like the local station that's like
Fox.
popping off. Love
Fox.
Girl.
Wait, our tangent is iconic.
No, it really is. See, The Masked Singer to me gives me like what's the fucking show? The one that like Miley Cyrus was in and they had the whole Ashley O episode, Black Mirror.
Black Mirror.
The Masked Singer, every time I watch it, I'm like, this feels like some Black Mirror ass fuckery. Like, it's just so odd. I'm like, out of all the ideas we could have come up in like a writer's room or whatever, we're like, let's dress these fucking celebrities and talented vocalists in these goofy ass mascot outfits. Like we're in high school.
Like major mascot outfits though. Like
they're insane.
Like the last season, Amber Riley won, and she had like a whole harp.
It was everything.
And she like couldn't even move. I was like, bitch, I'd be mad as hell. That was my mascot outfit.
No, right? I think Adrian Bailon was like a flamingo or something. It's just so goofy. And what cracks me up is that it'll be like some D-list celebrity.
Oh my God.
And when they take the mask off, Nicole's like, oh, I knew. And I'm like, you don't know who this is. First of all, you're Nicole Scherzinger. You don't know any other female that's not you. She's like the best at it though, low key. No, she is. She's actually like her and blonde.
Yeah. Her, those two
Jenny
bitches,
McCarthy.
Jenny McCarthy. They always clock it.
Really?
And like the last one, Amber Riley was the winner, but the person who was top two with her was Wilson Phillips.
No fucking way.
Yeah, Wilson, all three of them, Wilson Phillips. Like the whole, someday somebody's gonna make it one.
Did they do 3 different mascot outfits or did they all fit into one?
They were the lambs. So they were all lambs.
This show is so sick.
So crazy.
It's so sick in many different
you're gonna
ways.
Be like, I hate this, and then all of a sudden you're gonna be like, I love this.
See, I need to take like a shroom strip or something and watch that show in like the desert or something, and I think I would feel some type of way towards it, like some type of affinity, because right now I don't. It's just so fucking trippy to me. Yet, like I still tune into like the clips and there should be a Masked Singer theme of like a drag show.
What performer can you tell the performer through the body?
Yeah.
Oh my God, actually that's a really good idea.
Isn't that a good idea?
The masked dancer?
Yeah. Something like that. Like put fucking like Nikki O up in like, I don't know, fucking like some other person's like drag or like however they express themselves. They perform and it's like, who the fuck is this? And
I feel like it'd be more fun to decipher who it was by the way that they moved.
Yes, that's a good point.
Because I'm like, if I was to look at like, let's say like Dev Doe, I would know that was Dev Doe.
Yeah.
Under a mask. I feel like I would be one of those people that they knew under a mask.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Coming soon to Brooklyn Nightlife.
That's just Secret Celebrity Drag Race.
No. I watched like the only episode I watched of that was the one with Lonnie Love and Tammy Roman. I think everything else I was
so they did that was Celebrity Drag Race. That was who you knew there was. The whole season was like Masked Singer.
Right.
The season of Celebrity Drag Race was like Secret Celebrity Drag Race, like Masked Singer. And so first of all, the first person to go on was Loretta Devine. And when I tell you, I watch TV to laugh at people, I feel like.
No, I get that. One thing I could tell you love a game show.
I do.
You love a game show.
I do. I love a competition.
Yeah. Your taste is like very like, I love your taste. Like every time you post random like TikToks and shit on your Instagram story, I'm like, I just picture you at home just like giggling and scrolling. And I'm like, I hope she's happy right now.
No, what's even crazier too is that like my Instagram is just set up in a way where I could look at all of those things. And honestly, when I post like my stories where it's just like a lot of funny, it's literally me going one after the other. And y'all are just watching it like how I got it.
I love it.
Which I love to do for the girls.
It's perfect. And then later on in the night, it's like you out looking fierce and everything. And then the next morning, it'll be like these cute dogs like in a basket. And I'm just like...
The way I love edible content. Like, I love edible content. I don't care how cringe it is.
No, it's so good. I mean, like, my family, like, we're Egyptian. We have, like, all these, like, really weird, like, WhatsApp family group chats and shit like that. So they're always sending me these fucking weird YouTube shorts of, like, animals being cute. It's, like, creepy, like, lullaby-ass, like, underplaying music in it, but it's still so cute.
Yeah.
Like, it just looks like some content you would get from Facebook, but it's so cute.
I love when it's a little, like, crazy. Like, I love when, like, the dog is, like, being cute, and then all of a sudden, like, a cat just attacks it.
Yes.
And I'm like...
Wait, there's one, like, just like that I was watching the other day.
There's one like that on my story right now, I feel like.
Maybe it was that.
No,
okay.
It's a duck. It was a duck. It was a duck trying to fuck with two cats and no cat.
Duck. Ducks are crazy. I know a lot of people that don't like ducks. Like my best friend, Giuseppe, like he does not like ducks. Like he's cool with a lot, but like we go to a park, whatever, and he sees a duck, he's like, no, I'm out.
I'm from the Bronx, so like I didn't come around a lot of ducks.
And even if they show up, it's like, okay.
I was like, it's a fucking duck. I'll kick that shit.
Yeah, and it's just like, hi, just don't say anything.
PETA to me. Don't send PETA to me, but I will kick a duck.
No. PETA is intense. No, PETA gags the girls, and I live. Like, PETA is funny. Like, whenever, like, they would pop up at, like, celebrity, like, book signings and stuff like that, that shit
powder
sends me.
Which one do you think is worse? The water with the powder or the red paint?
I would say the red paint, because at this point, the powder thing has kind of become iconic.
It is.
In a way, like, you've made it when PETA's throwing fucking sugar at you at your book signing. You're just like, oh, now I have to be escorted out of my book signing and make a glamorous quick change for our lecture later. So I would say the red paint, because it's like, damn, bitch, like, this is a rental and it's stained. Like, I'm fucked. Whereas like the powder, it's like, okay, let's just switch this unit I'm wearing or whatever.
Oh, fully.
And call it a day.
Very me.
Very much. What was it? Was it Spice on the first episode who was like,
oh, I want to put on the shower cap.
Fucking shower cap. I was like, what?
I love those girls so much. You don't understand. I do love Sugar and Spice with my whole heart.
You see, it's funny because I was in my grandmother bag and I was like, I don't know who these young twinks are. And they came on the show and Joe was like, you don't know them? Da-da-da. The more I watch them, I'm like, you know what? I get it. And I love it. They have their thing, they stick to it, and they stick and are so dedicated to their fucking can bits.
You want to hear something so funny?
Go for it.
When I got fired from Rosemont last year, their first gig was my gig that I couldn't go to. So literally, like, their first gig was my gig.
No way.
Yeah. Which I was literally like, girl, I'm not going to be there. Might as well book.
Wow.
Them.
And both of them came.
They both did it. It was their birthday, I think.
Oh, shit, because they're from Long Island originally.
Yeah, so I used to party with them all the time when they were here.
Oh, shit. Okay, so in their bio should be Emmy nominated, like all the girls say on Drag Race, should be Emmy nominated, and then Magenta's #1 fill-in.
Oh, no, that's Bobby.
Oh, no, we fucking love Bobby.
Bobby. No, we love Bobby. Shout out to Bobby.
Shout out to fucking Bobby. Congrats to both y'all. Y'all are all her party gals, so.
Yeah. And me and her both lost 2 awards together, too.
Oh, well, that's cute that you guys could do that together.
I went right up to her and I was like, I saw her and she looked so gorgeous. And I just go, look at us losers.
Hot. Losing is the new winning.
No, we lost.
No, exactly.
Yeah, I was like, girl, no, it's not. It's not the new winning. It's kind of like.
Nah, girl, we lost.
Yeah, it's like we lost and we could say we lost.
How'd you feel about the whole Glam Awards? Was it your first time being nominated?
It was my first time being nominated and my first time going.
Hot.
So I was like, yeah, let me go and pull a style. I like sewed my outfit. I had to work on a sewing machine in literally like 4 years, and I was like day up like
the whole thing.
Yeah, literally. I was like, I want to look really gorge, and I can't find the things that I need to be cohesive. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'm just gonna have to do it.
I mean, like, if you're gonna lose, you might as well lose while looking like sexy.
Yeah, so I remember my initial what happened when they said Essence's name. I literally just remember I was like, and then I just stood up and like smiled and started clapping because I was like, I'm not gonna get caught out here being the girl that's like
press boots.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck that bitch.
Yeah,
fuck her.
And it's like a win would be fierce, but it's like there's gonna be next year, and like it's also just not that deep. Like there are some people that are taking it like quite seriously, and I'm like, all right. Let's chill a bit, girls.
Yeah, like it's, girl, it's literally a popularity contest, and I just so happen to not win. It's like whatever.
Exactly.
We're all popular. We were all nominated, and I'm like, out of 7 girls, out of like all the girls, 7 of us were nominated for Scene Queen. That says that they all acknowledge the fact that we're around.
Exactly, and I mean, there's more than one Scene Queen. Just somebody's got to win. That's just like the game. And if you want to support like your fucking like local entertainers, like go and see them. Don't just like vote for them. Go see their shows, do shit that actually does matter, like daily to them and shit like that. But they were fierce. I would hope to be nominated next year, even if I show up and lose. I just want a night to like go out and be really
sometimes
cute.
That's all you need to do.
Oh, that's completely fine.
And then the after parties,
How was after party?
Okay, so there was one at Hush, and then there was
Yep.
one at Rosemont. I didn't go to the one at Hush, but I heard it was kind of mid.
The one at Hush?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I was at Rosemont, and then all the Brooklyn swept over the
Down.
over the years. Brooklyn has definitely talked shit about the Glam Awards. And I know because I'm the Princess of Brooklyn. Like, I've watched them be like, it's not for us. It's we'll never be like people that care, like they care about there.
Yeah.
But in actuality, it was y'all weren't trying. And this year, like, I see so many Brooklyn girls really snatch the awards because it was like they actually tried to do it this year. It was really nice to see, actually.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
And that's good. That shows that, like, I don't know, you could take Brooklyn Drag everywhere. I mean, like, we've been knew this. Fucking Brooklyn Drag has been shown on Drag Race. Like, it's everywhere. It should be included in the Glam Awards. Just try. Shoot
and
your
it's
shot.
definitely getting a lot more glam. Not gonna lie.
No,
I
saw.
I'm like, I might have had a hand in Brooklyn becoming more glam, but it's definitely more glam.
No, I think you definitely did because, like, high key, you might not know this, but, like, I feel like I've been following you for a minute. Like, I actually, like, at this point, I just, like, tell people that I'm, like, low-key obsessed with them and kind of stan them, which I, like, kind of do. Like, I remember following you, I think, on Instagram since, like, 2018, back when the Rosemont wasn't the Rosemont it is now in 2023.
Well, yeah, girl, because we got that shit in 2017. So, like, we got that in 2017, or, like, the end of 2016. So, I did my first show at TNT before it closed in 2016. And then that was the Thursday before it closed. So, like, I was performing at this place that everyone had this attachment to.
Yeah.
But it was like they were like really sad. So I'm watching like people be really, really sad and me like not really know what to do because I'm 16 performing in this club that I don't get the like connections to the space.
Yep.
And so when I went to go and start trying to like perform at other places, it was like Metro Macquarie and all those things. Those girls didn't want to let me have that. You know, they didn't want to let my girls have it. It was like me, Cheeky, Minnie Horowitz, West Dakota, like that generation of girls that really, really kind of made the money for the rest of the girls. Let's talk about it. But so Rosemont was kind of just opening up. Yeah. Dahlia is the person that brought me in there.
Wow.
So it was Dahlia, and at the time she was with this girl Valentine, which I don't fuck with no more, but that's a story for another day.
Okay, hi.
But
the sequel.
She they used to have me, and I was working there for free, like just tips when it first started, and it was like Sundays, and it would be like empty. And then one day they like that girl did some shady shit. Dahlia moved to California, and then I ended up taking the Sunday because I was like, girl, you're not gonna do me dirty. I'm gonna take this Sunday night. And that's kind of like, it kind of just stayed. And so then I became an Oops girl. After I became an Oops girl, Rosemont became a different place. Like, it was like really, really that. Then I just became the face of it.
Damn. And that's what I always associate the Rosemont with is you and vice versa. Like, because I remember like looking at those videos because I was going to school in Miami at the time and I was doing drag over there too. And I would just hear about the Brooklyn scene and everything. And I would just see videos from the Rosemont. And it would be empty. And it would be like you fucking doing it. No, down. And there would be maybe like 8 people there max. And there's this one performance. I think you're performing If You Think About Me by Kim Petras. And
oh my God. That's the best Kim Petras song ever.
Thank you. You get it.
No, because that is the best Kim Petras song ever.
It's her best song. Nothing else will compare. I could give a fuck about Burr. If You Think About Me is the
No, Burr could suck a fat dick. But If You Think About Me...
8.
Period.
8. Like, I don't care, like, whatever, who made it, but, like, if we're talking about it as a piece of music, it's everything.
Also, let's talk about it. Dr. Luke is just stamping. He's not producing. Let's talk about it. He's not doing none of that shit.
He's just putting it, because it's a whole contract
He's like,
thing.
I want money. And it's annoying.
Yep.
But I'm not ever going to turn my back on my trans pop star. And that's real tea.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, I remember going back to that performance, like, I remember, like, seeing all these videos from the Rosemont, seeing you perform that. I think I literally would have some of them, like, screen recorded in my phone, and when I was practicing all my stunts or whatever, I would literally, like, try to emulate all of y'all.
God, shut up. That is so crazy.
No, for real. Like, I could probably dig back in my phone and find some and, like, random screenshots of, like, Cheeky's, like, makeup and everything and all that.
Oh, my God.
Y'all were so fundamental.
Doing that was so... First of all, love the Miami girls.
Love
the Miami girls. Shout out to the Miami girls for talking about the dolls in Brooklyn because we do have a love like this. I'm like my girls, FK, Kat, Morphine, all those girls. When I'm in Miami, I'm Magenta, love Twink Dion.
Oh, that's so cute.
And I was like, girl, I was like, Athena, make sure that this happens.
The Miami girls.
Yeah, I love the Miami girls. But it was me being the performer, Wes being the fashion girl, and then Cheeky being the makeup. Yeah. And it was like kind of really, but then we all kind of looked at each other in a way where we were like, I was like, I don't want to just be the dancer. And it was like, Wes was like, I don't want to just be the fashion. And then Cheeky was like, I don't want to just be the makeup. So we all kind of literally did this so that we could, it was like we did this so that we could all have a piece of what it is that we wanted to see from each other.
Completely.
And then, with that, it was kind of just like we would do that at any place at any time to make sure that we got to where we wanted to be. Yeah. And so it's like I was doing that, like performing for 8 people because one of those 8 people would have me booked for something else and then something else. And then now I'm like, I'm so tired.
No, exactly. And like you can't catch the Rosemont ever with 8 people in it at night ever now because you never know when.
Yes, you can.
It depends on the DJ.
I'm like, it definitely wasn't Wednesday nights like how I used to do Wednesday nights.
Oh, really?
We're going to get shady?
I didn't say shady. You girl, go into it.
I do not. I just say what it is.
And that's what I love.
I'm going to say what it really is. It'll never be me.
Fuck it. Then it's not.
Fuck it.
What's going on there on Wednesday nights now? That's not even shade. That's just me
actually, I don't know.
Well,
I think they have my ex. Really I think they have my ex hosting the party there on Wednesdays after I left.
Who's your ex?
You wouldn't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think you would know.
Hot. Well, going into other juicy things, you mentioned, and I remember seeing this a part of like your Instagram story while I was like low-key standing you remotely from Miami. The whole like Rosemont deal with you getting fired from there. What was that? If you can talk about it, if you want to talk about it. Because it seems like y'all are all good now.
I'm going to talk about it like this because I am good with them now, but it is something that people ask me about. It was kind of one of those moments where on my end, I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay.
And on somebody else's end.
So maybe it was more so a miscommunication, perhaps.
It was a miscommunication. I think there was just no communication.
Okay.
That's really what it was.
Gotcha.
Because a lot of things could have been cleared up and a lot of things could have been stopped had there just been a talk, like, to me. Mm-hmm. But it was like, because I wasn't given... And this is like being real. And like the Rosemont girlies, you know I love you, but like this is really what it is. If I was told like something along the lines of actually, can you come in? Let's have a conversation about this because I think this is this. Yeah. I would have been like, period. I would have been like, oh my God, I'm not upset. This blah, blah, blah. It was the I know what you did, so I'ma just say that that's what it is. And that I was like, I felt like I was robbed of like a conversation. And so it was like I wasn't gonna react to it well in the moment, which I can't say was a good or a bad thing because it's like it didn't really make me feel the best to do, but it also kind of pushed me forward in a way where I became like an individual. And I wasn't attached to anything anymore. It was like, because before that, I was Magenta the Rosemont girl. Yeah. And so it's like, that's the type of shit that it's like, I'm like, how do I outgrow this? And then all of a sudden, it was like put right on my lap. Yeah, I did have to work really hard to like make people think that I was like good to work with still. But it was like, fuck it.
I mean, it ended up being worth it. I mean, one, like your relationship with them is cool now and everything's over with. But it's like what you said, like you're not just Magenta the Rosemont girl.
Yeah, Magenta the Princess of Brooklyn. Yeah. And that's what I wanted. It was like I yearned for that for years. Yeah. And it was especially when knowing what I was doing. So it was like, I'm working my ass off to do this. I'm wearing a fucking thong and a bra in front of people's houses for the Rosemont. I was like, I don't need to be Magenta the Rosemont girl. Exactly. That's the Rosemont, Magenta's castle. So right, like, that's really what it was to me. Because I had worked my ass off. I was like, girl, nobody else really knew what it was like to literally like wear the outfits that I wear and have to perform in front of people's houses, people's rooftops. I'm like, I performed in a straight couple's house once. Like,
really?
Yeah, that was, oh my God, that was the weirdest. Wait, I never have talked about this situation.
Go for it. I was literally going to ask you some shit like this.
I had never talked about anything. But when I was doing, I did this one delivery and Troy wasn't with me on this one. It was Ashley. You know Ashley. Yeah. But she comes in with me and I had on this little like corset dress that literally barely covered my ass. Sexy. And like thigh-high boots. I was feeling my cunt that night.
Love it.
But I didn't know that it was like a straight couple. And then, so I had planned to do Dangerous Woman by Ariana Grande just because it matched my outfit and like matched my vibe.
Don't need permission.
And then I get inside, which we usually didn't do. Contrary to people's beliefs, I think that might have been the only one, if not one of two, that was inside. Like all of them were either on a rooftop or on the sidewalk, and it was always winter throughout the whole thing. So like I was cold the whole time.
Not winter drag.
No,
naked.
it was summer drag on winter on sidewalks.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, I was like, they're gonna get the experience. They're paying for it. But I was
absolutely, but damn.
But no, so then I get in, and it's like a hoarder house, but like organized clutter. So like everything on the wall is like there, and there's not a spot on the wall that's not covered. There's not a spot on the wall that's like covered in like the floor. It was like, it wasn't like messy, but it was just like they had a lot of shit.
A lot of shit.
And they had 3 cats and 1 dog. And the guy stood in front of me while the wife sat on the couch, and he just recorded me the whole time. And the wife is just staring at me. And then I'm doing my number, and I'm doing this sexy ass song. And so I'm literally there like, I hope Ashley knows what part of the song is the best part to turn it off.
Yeah.
And she didn't. So there I am, 3 minutes and like 54 seconds, almost 4 minutes doing this fucking slutty ass number.
Yeah. She's fucking screaming in the song.
I'm
yeah.
literally like, oh my God. There's like deer head on the wall. Like, that was how scary it was. I was literally like, if someone tries to get me right now, this pleaser going straight up somebody's ass.
Now you're performing at a Bass Pro Shops. That's exactly what it sounds like.
That's what it gave. It gave Bass Pro Shops. Like, it gave literally, like, there would have been one of the Filet-O-Fish things on the wall.
Magenta the Rosemont girl, Magenta the Bass Pro Shops girl. Love it. There's like the big aquarium thing that they have. Ugh. Wow.
No, that was literally like, when I tell you, I was like, if I didn't have makeup on, I would have been like red and like sweating and like, and there was a part of the song where she tried to turn it off and lower it, but then it wasn't when I was ready to do it. Shit. So I was like, it was bad. But they did pay a lot of money.
Okay.
I think I made like $200 off that Dangerous Woman.
Damn.
Yeah. So like, why not?
Okay.
They didn't know how much money I was making, by the way.
Fuck it.
That was the fun part about that.
They seem happy. They got entertained. They have their 3 cats and 1 dog. They'll live.
No, I'm talking about the Rosemont. The Rosemont definitely didn't know how much money I was making.
Oh, work, okay.
Which I love. I was like, get out my fucking bag, bitch.
I mean, you've given them a lot, and you'll continue to do so. Like, it's fine. But I like the fact, though, that, like, you paved, like, your own thing. Because, like, I'm kind of going through that with my own thing of, like, leaving the job that I used to be at or whatever. It's really easy to, like, kind of become a part of, like, something that was, like, your big break in a way.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's really fierce.
Well, it is. I mean, because I'm a really firm believer no one ever does anything by themselves. Like, there's no way that, like, you need someone to take an opportunity on you. You need somebody to, even if, like, if you say you started by yourself, it doesn't make any sense. But if you say that if you got to a point where you were able to do something by yourself, that you did by yourself, that is what it is. Because you always need that you need to be seen. Yeah. For people to even ingest what it is you're giving. You know what I mean? And that's for anything. That's literally for anything.
Anything.
I'm like, I'm not gonna be a successful performer, drag queen, if I don't have no gigs.
Right.
But what do I need? The people that own the bars, the people that are already throwing the parties, the people that are already... I can't just go into it. If I said I did it all by myself, then that means that I've opened my own bar, paid for everything, literally was bartending while I was doing this, while I was doing that, while I was doing this, which wouldn't be true. Mm-hmm. So I literally have like... That does need to happen. You do need to attach yourself to something to kind of like get your foot in the door.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it is... I mean, people probably won't agree with me. Maybe they will.
No, I do agree. I mean, like, that's just like, there shouldn't be any shame in that.
No, there's no. But I feel like
people want to be like self-made and everything, which is fierce, but like you could still be self-made while still working with people, because that's being like collaborative. You know what I mean? That's being like self-made.
You can't grow. That's what it is. It's like you learn things from other people. Yeah, exactly. And they learn things from you, and it's like there's no. It's a give and take kind of situation. Yeah. And I feel like if I said I knew everything that I needed to know before people actually told me the things I needed to know, I would have been literally nothing, and they would have literally gotten rid of me so long ago. if I was like unteachable and like wouldn't be able to, I guess.
No, completely.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like knowing to appreciate it, but also knowing when it is time, say like the opportunity just falls on you, like Rosemont, like giving you the boot or whatever, like knowing when of like, okay, it's now time to like make something of my own now. Like I was at like the Breakfast Club for like a few years. I was like my first like thing in the industry. It was real, love it, forever thankful for it. But at a certain point I knew I was just like, okay, it's time to go on my own path now. Granted, I didn't do all this by myself. I was working for the biggest fucking show in the country, you know, so I didn't do it by myself. I'm doing it by myself now, but I think it's like how you use like those connections you have that makes
and
like
how
the
you
better
use the knowledge behind it too, because it's like I feel like obviously you doing something like this would have been like learned from doing the Breakfast Club. You know what I mean? So it's like that, even that is like exactly what I was just saying. It's just like we could all. Oh, I thought you were saying something.
Wrap up.
Okay, gorge.
Cool. Very good. But I just wanted to ask you real quick before we close. Drag Race, who's winning?
This season?
This season, season 15.
All right. Everyone wants to say Sasha Colby.
Or if you want to pick a top three, you can pick
so
top
everyone
three.
wants to say Sasha Colby, but I don't think it's gonna be Sasha Colby.
Okay.
And Sasha Colby is my friend. Like that. I'm
Sasha.
like my mom talks to Sasha Colby. My mom will reply.
Mom Genta
will reply
legend.
to a Sasha Colby, and Sasha will just like mine and like fully talk to my mom. I'm like,
Love
fuck
it.
that.
Love it.
I'm like, if in my Drag Race producer head, Sasha Colby loses, then does All Stars with Carrie. So I think it's gonna be Mistress Isabel Brooks.
I love Mistress Isabel Brooks.
Me and her have been following each other for like 8 years.
Really?
Yeah, like 8 years.
love her.
I'm like, she has been one of my like dedicated likes, follows for like
Aw.
8 years, which I
That's
do
amazing.
love. Yeah. So I
She's
think it'll be
fierce.
her this year. Also, they haven't had a big girl winner on the US season or an All Stars.
They haven't, and she's fucking amazing. And I
Yeah,
think
she's
like
amazing.
after Snatch Game, like her arc, like as a producer, like is gonna start going up
Yeah.
as the show goes. And then Brooklyn Drag right now. Who's like your favorite Brooklyn girl right now
My favorite Brooklyn girl.
that you love?
Was weird because I feel like a lot of the girls that I know now are doing both Brooklyn and Manhattan.
Of course. Okay, then maybe like your in general, like your favorite performer.
I mean,
right now.
obviously, love Bobby.
Love.
That's Bobby Lemaire for the
Love
girls
Bobby.
listening. Lost to her Essence. And I
Love.
was honestly like, Essence is one of those girls where I was like, if I'm gonna lose to anybody, the whole cast of girls in that thing was good, but I was like, you remind me of a young me.
Essence is so hot.
And I'm like, you remind me of a young me, and we're the same age, I feel like.
No, I do get that. Like I see them and I'm like, they look like hot twins. Maybe like you were born first or something in a way.
Yeah.
You know? So like there's still difference and maybe like fraternal twins.
Yeah. No,
But I don't
literally,
know.
me and her, I'm like,
In the best way
She
possible.
does so much that I'm like, wow, I feel like you and me are living the same life. Like we live the same exact life.
She's hot.
I love.
I have like the biggest crush on Essence. Like, I love.
No, you know who else kills it? Bo.
Love
Bo, Bobby,
Jenner.
Essence, love. Devdo, Mariah.
Legends.
Obviously.
Already. Love.
I just love the girls that look gorge and kill it. And it seems
And
like
they're
it's
fun
nothing
girls
for
to
them.
chat to.
Yeah.
Like after, like they're just like, I was talking about this with John Ali before. Like there's people that like, you know, do their thing and they go home. And then there's girls that are just girls. I love those kind of girls.
There's drag queens and then there's party girls.
I love party girls.
I'm like, you can be a drag queen that is a party girl, but it's like party girls. It's like drag queens are like, I'm gonna go do my job. Party girls are like, I'm gonna go do my job and I'm gonna get drunk and I'm gonna stay till 4 a.m.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm a party girl.
Like whenever I see you out at night, like at Playhouse or Rosemont, like you're not just there for when you're performing. Like you're there the whole night.
I'm on
Like
the
we
stage
do our
dancing,
run-ins
just-
multiple times. I'm like, she's here to fucking have a good time.
Yeah, I'd like
That's
sweat
what-
my makeup off and like get crazy.
But like, fuck it, we're at a club. That's
Yeah.
what we're here for. Like my number's done. I don't have to go up again. Okay, work.
I'm
and
like-
even if so, let me perform again. I have a few shots in me now. Let's go.
My inspos are like the 90s girls that will literally get sweaty and walk out the club like mascara down to here. I love it.
I used to be so insecure because I sweat a lot. I used to be so insecure about like sweating at the club. Now I'm like, I don't fucking care because I leave. One, people call me glowy, which is hot. And two, I leave and it looks like I had a fucking good time. And I'm like, you damn right I fucking had a good time.
If you're not
I'm
sweating,
hot.
I hate it.
Yeah. Be a fun girl.
Yeah, I'm like, if you're not sweating, you're not doing it.
Yeah, you could be pretty and hot, but like be fun. Like, bounce your tits, do something, you know, just a titty jiggle, something. But I definitely want you here again and again and again. I'm going to like maybe do some panel episodes soon in the future too. So like, you're more than welcome.
I would love to do a panel.
To come back to.
I'm like, if you ever need a trans opinion.
That would be hot. Let's do it. But let everyone know where they could find you online, shows where they could stand either way.
All right, gorge. Well, you can find me on Instagram at Magenta. You can find me on Twitter at Magenta Queen with a capital T at the end of it. I don't know why I did that, but I loved it.
Branding,
and you can find me on TikTok at Magenta. So yeah,
sexy. And where are you at live? For people to see you at.
Honestly, just I don't know. My brain is like dry as fuck right now.
Check it online.
Yeah, if you follow those, you would definitely be able to find me. I'm always doing something during the weekend. So you want to party with the girls? Come and hit me up.
Check the stories. There'll be like some dog TikToks and shit, and then there'll be like your full weeks of bookings and shit.
TikToks, fall TikToks, and then flyers.
And there'll be like cum pictures and then back to dogs. I'm like, okay, wholesome content. But thanks for tuning in, everybody. Follow me at Bad Bussy. All that shit's on my Instagram, everything stream, write a review. I hear that helps with podcasts, so that would be really fierce too. Mom is unemployed. So we'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Mwah.